The sea is calm, the surface glimmering beneath the early Jurassic sun. Schools of ammonites drift lazily in the clear blue water. Suddenly, a shadow glides below, long, elegant, and silent. Its body moves like liquid silver, its four massive flippers slicing through the waves in perfect harmony. This is Plesiosaurus, the graceful hunter of the ancient oceans, a creature so strange and beautiful that when first discovered, it seemed almost mythical. The name Plesiosaurus means near to lizard, from the Greek plesios, near, and sauros, lizard. It was first described in 1824 by the English paleontologist Mary Anning, one of history's greatest fossil hunters. Her discovery on the cliffs of Lyme Regis, England, stunned the scientific world, a marine reptile unlike anything seen before, with a tiny head, a massive body, and a neck longer than that of any animal known at the time. Plesiosaurus lived around 200 to 180 million years ago, during the early Jurassic period when vast warm seas covered much of what is now Europe. It was a marine reptile, not a dinosaur, belonging to the clade Plesiosauria, which included many species that ruled the oceans for over 100 million years. It measured between 3 and 5 meters, 10 to 16 feet in length, and weighed around 450 kilograms, 1,000 pounds. Its neck, composed of more than 35 vertebrae, could stretch over 2 meters, 6.5 feet long, while its body was wide and robust, perfectly adapted for buoyancy and balance in water. Its foreflippers worked like powerful wings, allowing it to fly through the sea with extraordinary grace. The head of Plesiosaurus was small, with a long snout filled with sharp, conical teeth, ideal for gripping slippery prey like fish and squid. Its nostrils were positioned far back on the skull, suggesting that it could breathe efficiently while only raising the tip of its head above the surface. The creature's eyes were large, giving it excellent vision in both bright and dim waters. Its swimming style was unlike anything else on Earth, using its foreflippers in a unique, synchronized motion, much like a sea turtle but with far greater power. Plesiosaurus could glide effortlessly, twist sharply, and accelerate with astonishing agility. In the silent depths of the Jurassic seas, it was a master of fluid motion, an underwater ballet of speed and precision. The life of Plesiosaurus was one of both elegance and danger. In the ancient seas, it shared its world with formidable predators like ichthyosaurs, metriorhynchus, marine crocodiles, and the larger pliosaurs, its own close relatives with shorter necks and massive jaws. Yet Plesiosaurus survived and thrived by mastering a strategy of agility, stealth, and endurance. Its diet consisted mainly of small to medium-sized fish, ammonites, and squid-like cephalopods. Fossils show stomach contents filled with the remains of these animals, confirming its role as a swift, active predator. Its long, flexible neck allowed it to strike with precision, darting its head into schools of fish or among coral reefs without moving its bulky body. This made it a stealth hunter, relying on quick, darting movements rather than brute strength. The coordination of its foreflippers was a marvel of evolution. Unlike most reptiles that moved their limbs alternately, Plesiosaurus used all four in unison, the front pair generating thrust, while the rear pair provided steering and stability. Modern scientists using hydrodynamic models have discovered that this motion closely resembled underwater flight, allowing for both speed and control. It could twist, roll, and pivot with astonishing agility, traits that helped it evade larger predators and ambush prey. Its temperament was likely cautious yet curious. Plesiosaurus was not built for long chases, so it relied on patience, stealth, and sudden bursts of speed. It might have drifted silently through shallow lagoons, waiting until an unsuspecting fish swam too close, then lunged forward, jaws snapping shut with surgical precision. Because it braved air, Plesiosaurus needed to surface regularly, though it likely did so quietly to avoid detection. Its streamlined body allowed for efficient ascents, and its eyes, positioned slightly upward, could detect changes in light from above, helping it judge the distance to the surface. Though often portrayed as a solitary hunter, Plesiosaurus may have exhibited limited social behavior, possibly gathering in small groups to feed or migrate. Some paleontologists theorize that certain species of plesiosaurs return to the same breeding grounds annually, much like modern sea turtles or whales. This suggests a level of instinctual navigation, an ancient rhythm of movement guided by the tides and stars. Its enemies, however, were numerous. Massive pliosaurs, such as Liopleurodine, were capable of devouring a Plesiosaurus whole. To survive, it depended on vigilance and agility, staying close to shallow coastal waters where it could use reefs and vegetation for cover. Every dive, every surfacing breath was a delicate balance between hunger and survival. The mystery of Plesiosaurus reproduction has long fascinated paleontologists. For decades, it was believed that, like most reptiles, these marine giants laid eggs on land. But such a theory posed a dilemma. How could a creature with flippers instead of legs crawl onto a beach to nest? Then, a remarkable discovery changed everything. Fossil evidence from related species revealed the preserved remains of a developing embryo inside the body of an adult plesiosaur. This proved that, unlike sea turtles, these creatures gave live birth in the water, a rare trait among marine reptiles. This revelation also suggested that Plesiosaurus may have practiced parental care, protecting its young in shallow waters until they were strong enough to venture into deeper seas. Newborns were likely miniature versions of the adults, small, agile, and perfectly adapted to swim from birth. This reproductive strategy, combined with their agility and intelligence, helped them dominate the Jurassic oceans for millions of years. However, even masters of the sea are not eternal. Around 180 million years ago, changing ocean temperatures and evolving predators began to reshape marine ecosystems. The smaller Plesiosaurus gave way to larger, more specialized species like Elasmosaurus and Cryptoclydus, which inherited its long neck and powerful swimming technique. By the end of the Cretaceous, the entire lineage would vanish in the cataclysmic extinction that ended the reign of the dinosaurs. The first fossils of Plesiosaurus, discovered by Mary Unling in 1823 on the English coast, remain some of the most historically significant in paleontology. The world had never seen such a creature, half reptile, half fish, with the grace of a swan and the ferocity of a shark. When scientists presented it to the public, many thought it a fabrication, a patchwork of different species. But it was real, a living relic of an oceanic empire lost to time. Today, Plesiosaurus endures as one of the most iconic marine reptiles in history. Its silhouette, long neck, smooth body, and 4 powerful fins continues to inspire art, literature, and even legends like the Loch Ness Monster. But beyond the myths lies the truth. This was a creature of precision and adaptation, a perfect synthesis of beauty and survival. So imagine the calm of an ancient sea, waves lapping softly under a silver moon. Beneath the surface, a shadow glides past, silent and majestic. With a single beat of its flippers, it disappears into the blue, leaving only ripples behind. That is Plesiosaurus, the graceful ghost of the Jurassic Ocean, forever gliding through the tides of history. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your like, comment what you liked the most, and share it with someone who needs to hear this too.